Hello there, this is Fleur Majestrix, and we are back with Pokemon Uranium. Before the part begins proper, I'm going to show you what to do with the bike wheel, as well as pick up that fishing rod that we missed. So, once you get the bike wheel, you come back to Terlard Town's very own bike repair shop, and you'll find there is a person here. He was mentioning how people don't really use bikes that much, and if you have a bike wheel, he'll repair that one bike wheel into a bike. And this is how we get our bicycle. Pretty early in the game to get a bicycle. And this is going to be our one luxury we have to travel around fast. So, I'll be right back when I talk to the guy to get the fishing rod. And we're back. So, back on Route 1, if you remember this house from a while ago, there was this fisherman here saying that if we beat Maria, we'd get a prize. And for that, we get the old rod. Yeah, they don't pause the game. They don't pause, the game to play the jingle. Oh, he just calls us by name and says how we're doing. So, we have both the old rod now and the bicycle. I'll see you right back where we last left off, and we'll begin the part proper. And we're back to part 12 proper. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Uranium. Last time we made it to Comet Cave, but I needed to go back to pick up the bicycle and the fishing rod. Now we can go into the cave proper, despite the dangers. I mentioned there was a familiar face, and it's Theo. We really don't see his face, because his back is turned to us. The Pokemon are especially hostile in this cave. They're ganging up on trainers. For your safety, we won't allow you to pass. Is that a Bright Gem badge? You must be a strong trainer. However, I still don't think I should let you go alone. And the weird part where they have his name and they still have the fishtail. Hey, why can't I get into this cave? I'm not afraid of any Pokemon. Why have the line break? Wait, I know. Me and Tom can tackle the cave together. Isn't that right, Tom? Well, okay. I guess so, but be careful. Okay, here we are. I'll follow you to the end, then we'll split up. I'll do my best to keep our Pokemon healed. And just like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and the games after, you can sometimes get a buddy in these dungeons. So for our first visit, we have Theo with us. Did you hear that? No, it must have just been my imagination. If you try to leave... Wait, why are you heading back? I can keep us healed. We are prevented from leaving. There's not much to really say in this cave. It's a very dull cave. Comet Cave. Rochfale. I'm going to call it Rochfale City right ahead. So... yeah, there's not much else to talk about in this cave. I guess I can explain Theo's team and get into another fight with some Tonmies, which Nanael can't do anything about. Nanael got some experience while I was going back to get the bike, and that was about it. So Theo's team will be whatever starter he chose at the beginning, along with the other Pokemon in the rival battle when you first fought him. It takes a lot, though, for a starter to go down, especially if it's Orkinks in this cave. So that's nice. Theo himself will help out occasionally in these fights. And by that I mean he fights every turn. It's just that the moves he does, depending on the Pokemon, may not matter as much. Orkinks' attacks basically are to be Vine Whip or Metal Claw, and they're not the best at taking care of opponents. I'm going to hit that Tommy that he just hit. So because of that, Orkinks isn't always the best fighting partner, but he does resist a lot of attacks and is immune to the Tommy's poison, along with the poison attacks of some Warthogs you can fight here as well. So he's not a bad teammate. It's just that you may have to pull more weight than him, especially if you chose Raptorch. And we got poisoned, but that doesn't matter, because at the end of every battle, Theo will heal us. There's not much else to say in this cave. There is a new Pokemon called Comet, but I'll talk about that one more in the extra part. After this battle, I'm going to speed up. I'm going to speed up the rest of Comet Cave since there really isn't anything left here to talk about. There are some items to pick up, but other than that, there's nothing until we reach the very end at least. So, I'm speeding up this until after that speed up segment. You may have noticed Indelicio was using rollout still, despite learning a new move. I don't know if that's the case in the mainstream Pokemon games. If you remove rollout with another move, that it'll still do rollout. But yeah, that was the thing. Kind of funny. So Indelicio now has ancient power. It has more base power starting out than rollout, and it has better accuracy, so that was the main reason I taught it. Plus, it has synergy with Indelicio's ability. Ancient Power has a small chance to raise all your stats up by 1. It's not usually good to use, unless you desperately need a rock move like that. But with Serene Grace, I'll at least boost the chance of it occurring, so maybe I will get to see it a little bit more often. It can't be worse than Rollout, so we'll give it a shot. And Rollout pulled its weight at times, so hopefully this will too. All my Pokemon also have one item on them, because we have a boss fight coming up. Those of you may know the Pokemon series know that sometimes we have boss fights, but they're generally, well, gym leaders and legendaries. And of course, well, the evil team's admins and the evil team leader. There's something up ahead. Why don't you go and see? But we're gonna have actual, well, we'll have a Pokemon boss encounter. It's like a regular encounter, it's just slightly harder. It's not as bad as another game coming up. Well, I may do for the channel. It's not as bad as that one, which the boss encounters are really stacked against you. So let's just go ahead and see what this boss has to entail. After sliding into the terrain, and then popping out in front of us, it's boss time. I changed the battle theme to the Elite Four battle theme, the Alolan one, because it felt like a good boss theme. So here we go. We're fighting Terlard. You can actually catch this Pokemon if you want. I already said it evolves from Grozard, but if you didn't want to raise a Grozard, you can catch one here. Terlard is level 22. It's higher than anything we fought so far in the game, and it's higher level than everything in the cave. It's wasting a turn on Endure. Terlard has, well, Endure. It also has Magnitude, Slash, and Growl. I just missed Sleep Powder, that sucks. Oh, speaking of Magnitude, there it goes. Nanael's going to be a very good type matchup for this, being that Nanael resists ground and is immune to Dragon. It has no Dragon moves, but Nanael has some good defenses. Plus, Nanael also has Fairy Wind, so Nanael can hit this thing for super effective damage. Terlard isn't that tough of a boss fight. Well, as long as you have, like, a decently leveled team. If you don't, then yeah, I guess it can be hard. The cave itself was, again, not a long cave. It was pretty short. It's just that there were a lot of encounters to get to this point. But with Theo healing you, there's no worry. It's a real good first dungeon in terms of getting you used to what Uranium's dungeons will do. It's bad, though, because you won't usually get a teammate. So, like it when you can. Well, enjoy it when you can. As you saw, there were a few weird things happening during the cave, and I'll explain them after this fight. So we beat Terlard, this stuff vanishes behind us, and we can go forward. You there. What happened to all the Pokemon that were going berserk? They calmed down? What? You fought a Terlard? Those are really dangerous. That may have been the problem. When a Terlard's two heads fight with each other, it riles up other Pokemon in the area. It didn't say that on its Pokedex entry last I checked. But we'll just go along with that. Thanks for bringing peace to the cave. Again, now we trainers can get through without fear. Glad to help! There's no random encounters here, so no need to worry about getting into a fight. And for our last item, we get the TM for Frustration. Frustration is return, except instead of gaining power when the Pokemon likes you, it instead gains power the less it likes you. I'm not a fan of that, personally. I much prefer return. Just because I like the premise of them liking me. Because we're friends! I like that premise. So, we've done Comet Cave. I will end us off going to Rochfale. We run into a Knit Monk. I don't want to deal with you. I have to deal with you now. Great. Skipping ahead. And we're back! Over here's another item. A revive. Always useful. There are trainers on Route 5, but we're not going to be fighting them until the part after next. Most likely. So, I don't know whether to call this Rochfale or Rochfale, but whichever one you want to call it, you can call it. There's no guard, but there are people here in Rochfale, so can't be all bad. But with that, we made it through Comet Cave with lots of ease. Next time, though, there's a special someone here, a hero of truth and justice. All will love this hero, for he is the greatest hero in all of Uranium, the true main character. And we'll see him next time on Let's Play Pokemon Uranium. Wait, I said that already! This has been Fleur Majestrix, and have a good day.